Okay. Well, decided to put a little intro, some bumper music into that. Kind of gets people sitting in here, our one person. Kind of gonna do this solo tonight. I think Greg is watching the Lions game, and last couple of streams he's got on here, he's been Mr. Sleepy Pants. So I think I'm gonna go over there and tuck him in bed. But we're live here. I don't know who's on, but really, yeah, it is really.
Really?
Hey Ben, what's going on, man? Anyone know that bumper song that I had for the starting stream soon? Anyone knows the artist of that, or the artist? If you can name the song, that'd be impressive. But it's a worship song. I'll give you that. Don't know if anyone else knew, but yeah, the stream's starting soon. That's what we're gonna have before every stream now. It gives you people 5 minutes to get on in the stream so we can have a party. But welcome everyone.
Hello and welcome.
So man, I tell you, I check hold on here. Just gotta do the research department here on the fly. Okay, Lions are up. I was watching it, and then I sauntered down here. I kind of did the little I piddled down here for a little bit, so we'll be on here for about a half an hour. Will is it's me just shooting the breeze, talking about life and lawns. Anyone like the new Turf Nerds lower third that I put actually in to the stream? Watching the Lions now by. He's not watching the Lions because he's watching me. I mean, Luke, shouldn't you be watching the Lions, man? And who knows where he's at? This is my buddy Luke using my wedding. He's either in Warren, in Southfield, or in the dreaded Canada. Sorry, guys. We should somehow just like separate Canada from the United States. That'd be fine with me. I'm just kidding. Canada's nice, but no, Luke's a good guy. So it's like Lions are going through in Baltimore and playing well. I'm not that concerned about the Lions. I was concerned about my Detroit Tigers. So they're basically trash. At least today they won't win or lose. They get an off day. They're going up against Cleveland tomorrow. I don't know if you guys like any sports teams here, but I do like my pathetic Detroit Tigers. It's kind of like business, though, guys. They were up 15 and a half games on July 8th. That's a big lead to win the AL Central. A comfortable lead. Don't get too comfortable in your business, though, either. Tigers, I think they just got a little bit too comfortable, and next thing you know, yeah, there it looks like they might only be a wild card team, but I'm not sure. Oh, I gotta check my mic setting here. Hold on. Automatically adjust microphone. Let's see. How's this sound, Ben? You watching? I'm gonna have to listen to this here for a minute. I didn't know it was automatically adjusting this here. I cleared the history in my web page, and I don't know how any of this sounds, so I have to listen to it on air and do mixing on the fly because I'm nuts. I don't know who's watching here. Sounds good? Is it too loud? I'm gonna have to just hear this myself. I can't hear jack squat. So here it is. Aha. Okay, no, okay. That sounds good. Okay, all right. No one wants to hear me speak twice. I think I'm gonna start using the auto adjust microphone on here because I have my gain set. My preamp gain is set considerably. It's in the green zone on this Rodecaster Pro 2. Like they have this green zone, and that's where you kind of want it set. And you don't want anything clipping. So, but I wonder where Cameron Duncan is. I should just call him right now, see if he's getting on. Don't know if our buddy Mosuri's getting on. I kind of hope he is getting on, but who knows? He's probably, Cameron might still be working, but it's getting dark everywhere early now. Let's see. Poplar Bluff, Missouri, sunset time. Let's see, what time are they? Sunrise and sunset time. So that's sitting there. Oh man. Okay. 6:49 a.m. to 6:57 p.m. So Missouri's getting dark a little early. So we should be on. Not sure where Cameron's at. I'm giving Greg the night off. I think he texted me, but I didn't really check it until now. So Greg can get the night off because he was sleeping before. I mean, he was like, let's do a snore sound. You got any snoring? Oh man, I don't know if I want to put any sounds in here. Let's see this one. Yep, that's basically what Greg was the other night that we did the stream. Man, he was working hard and he was busy. I'm like, go to bed. And you can tell when Greg's a little bit tired because he'll get really quiet, and he's not one to be quiet. I mean, I'm not one to be quiet either. So, I do have to admit though, guys, on the podcast the other day, Greg's got ammo to make fun of me. We recorded around 8:30 last night, and I didn't record. Well, I did, but on StreamYard, you have to actually record on StreamYard, and I forgot, and I just recorded on the board, and we started talking for about 2 minutes, and then he said, "Dummy, did you record?" I said, "No, I didn't," and then I actually ran out of SD card space on the Rodecaster, so it just recorded onto StreamYard. It sounded pretty good, but I just basically had to edit a file with two audio merged together, so... Well, Lions and Ravens tied at halftime. There you go. doing live sports updates. You know, we could actually pull up the game here. I do have this website. I could pull up the game and mute it, and probably wouldn't get in trouble. I do have a website. Probably shouldn't say that, but it's good that we got Ben Odom listening to the Turf Nerds, a lawn care podcast here. Wait, I can also turn this on too. This right-hand corner does have... I don't know why it's not updated like that. The only problem is, though, by having the comments on the stage, I mean, I don't think you have anyone say anything bad, but maybe we'll just have it up there like that. So if I just do like the YouTube comments, I'd be like, "Hello." This should show up there on the stage. Yeah, pathetic. The comment is me on there, but that is pretty cool. But what's going on with everyone here right now? I want to hear from you. It's almost like a radio show. Now I get why these guys stall here on the radio for a bit. Like our sports station here, 97.1 The Ticket, they do it in like 12. I think it's like 12-minute segments, depending on the commercial break and who pays. But like the first segment of each show was kind of like they're shooting the crap, kind of like off the cuff, talking about everything. That's kind of what we do on the show, starting off, and then we kind of dive into the meat and potatoes of the conversation. I mean, I should really just call Cameron here on the spot. I am like Pacaputo, except no one knows who that is. Here, wait, we'll do this here really quickly here, since we got Ben watching and no one else is coming on here. What is this?
We the Detroit Lions. We the Detroit Lions. Stop playing with us.
All right, that's a good one. How about this one?
Forward down the field.
Okay, some of these I don't want to play. That's I think that is the Detroit Lions song, but what's this one? I got to be careful what I play on here because a lot of this stuff has that's a Lions. A lot of this stuff has inappropriate language. Oh, here, what's this one? Okay, that's Valeni. I cannot play that one. I had to. He's a radio host here. Well, here we go. That is pretty funny. That's a chicken. That's the chair slam on 97.1 The Ticket. We're just kind of going around tonight because it is Monday night. MNF guys, Monday Night Football. What other Detroit? Yeah, I couldn't have played that one because it said the 8 word, and we don't do that here on this show. There's interesting. Okay, what's this?
Touchdown, Detroit black guy.
Okay, well, all right. Shouldn't have played that one, but that was from our local radio station, so I should get Gator as a guest. Ben's talking to me about some like local sports guy. Get him on here, and he sounds like this, you know. So Gator kind of talks like this, but he would actually announce the Turf Nerds podcast fairly well. I think that he would be like, "Hey guys, it's Gator, and you're listening to the Turf Nerds on Spotify or on Apple or YouTube Live." You know, we could do that. I think I might reach out to Scott Anderson. He's a radio personality, but that would be pretty funny. So hope that one drop didn't get through there. I didn't know that's what that was until you play it. But now we're here, and it was exciting today. We got some rain that came in. Didn't do jack squat. Got rain yesterday on and off throughout the day here and there. Not enough. And then rain this morning for a bit. I mowed through it. I actually had an Echo zip-up raincoat on. It was an Echo Means Business zip-up little raincoat. Didn't do anything. It was a pretty steady rain. It was pretty wet, and I was just damp and cold underneath it. So what do you guys use for raincoats? I'm always in the market and looking for other types of coats to wear, you know, and mow while it rains. And that's the thing. It's not the cold that bothers me. It's being wet. And let me elaborate on this a tad more because I think this will make sense for some of you guys here. It's so plowing snow, I was doing it with my buddies for the past 5, 6 years, and it's not the cold that always bothered us at night. It was when you're on the multi-force or you're snow blowing or you're salting, because salt melts everything and it would freeze your pants. It would make you wet. And when you get wet like that, freezing wet, you get cold. It was never about how cold the temperature was. So the aim of the game, guys, and this can apply to fall cleanups and any sort of snow removal or you do things in the spring in life, it's staying dry while it's cold is the key. Stay dry. So I went up to Dunham's and I bought these I think they were like 45 or $50. They were they were a type of fabricy like dry pants. It was almost like, how do I describe it? It was like almost kind of looked like this mic cover here, like this type of. It was like almost like a fast dry fabricy material. They had them at Dunham's and they got the job done. Except they kind of ripped easily though. But it's staying dry during the snow events is huge, and I think they're calling. We can look this up here. Here, I'll look this up quickly. Winter forecast 2025 winter we do winter outlook. See what you guys are going to get here. It's never right. I mean, this is probably basically pointless information because they don't call anything right. The whole aim of the game. I mean, I should have went into meteorology here, honestly. That's really that would be one job where you can get paid and be wrong. And we bring this up here. So I really do need to adjust this here. This is how do I fix this here on the spot? I can't. I don't know how to. Oh well. Well, they're cutting off to fix this. Here we go. Like almost just kind of move this over here like this here a little bit. Okay, close enough. Custom layout 3. I guess that's what that's called. And it didn't work. I just cropped something in. Anyways, here's the winter outlook here. Bottom line. Okay, NOAA's winter outlook for the upper Mississippi. Why is this for Mississippi here? What is this? Here, let's go back. The old Farmer's Almanac. Okay, so something like this. This will kind of, well, it says cold, snowy. This just says mild, dry. So it says we're in the mild, dry. I don't know where they really get this from, though. It's just probably a load of junk. Does anyone know if the Farmer's Almanacs are accurate, like at all? Winter weather forecast. I think these almanacs go way back. Here we go. 6. Where do we forecast? Our 18, so 6. That would be the lower lakes. Okay, yeah, no duh. No, it doesn't really say it. But this thing's calling, though, for I don't know, at least for Metro Detroit, mild, dry, cold, snowy. Yeah, cold and snowy in the Carolinas. I mean, that is probably possible. Lions trying for a 67-yard field goal. Jake Bates. You know, we could put that on. I could bring the game up here, but just go to NFL webcast and you can find that. But yeah, this will set up. So if I get the Toro Multi-Force plow, I don't know if they call it the plow force. It's the 4-foot plow. I might get the wings on it to make it a 5-foot plow. It runs you about it's about $2,800, and I'm gonna go for it and do it. And it's gonna set me up for success. Gonna tack on some more driveways and give all glory to God. Oh, here we go. 60-day extended weather forecast for Farmington Hills. October scattered showers. Cool. Temperature 51. It says in October the temperature will be 51 degrees. I don't know where they get this from. It's just stats over all the different years. And I sound like Greg right now. Here, watch. It's a bad cough. It just gets really loud there all of a sudden. Hey, Ben, did he make the field goal? He's our running sports guy here on the show right now. When guys go back and listen to this later, you're going to be like, oh, holy smokes. Well, let me just take this thing away. I don't know what happened. Why is it? Did I mess up the stage here? I think I did. Stop the screen. Why is this looking really bad? Well, let me try to fix this here. Okay. There. Doing this on the fly. StreamYard is easy, but if you don't know what you're doing, you can be an absolute moron. I'm going to get rid of this one. Custom Layout 3. That's a load of junk. Manage Layouts. Custom Layout 3. Bye. See you later. So, I'm glad we have Ben on here tonight. Right now, I just bought some. So, guys, usually what I used to do going out, when I would leave my house, I'd buy coffee every day. That big coffee, but $3 daily adds up to too expensive. So I've just been making it at home. Well, my dad actually like has an air popper, an air fryer, and actually like roasts the beans and makes it. But I just get some grounds, I put it in my maker and do it that way. And we all know. Well, Raleigh Spencer and I started doing this thing where we hold each other accountable. And we call each other at 5:30 a.m. Get my fat butt out of bed and I lift weights to look pretty. Uh, well,
Well, maybe it's just because you're ugly.
it's probably just because I'm ugly. But lift weights to try to still compete with the young bucks out there. Then get out the door mowing. And I've been doing this for almost a month now, and I've been getting home earlier, getting lawns done. But the title of the stream, as we're going to go for probably about 10 more minutes, is I Just Had to Say It. So I got done mowing a four-stop probably about 5:30 p.m. this afternoon. It was on this street called Gill Road. It's a residential street, but people haul butt down it. So I was going 25. I already had a little bit of a chip on my shoulder, and I was just ticked. I've been still watching. He knows what I mean by ticked. I was just a little bit ticked for no reason, but I was just going the speed limit. I was kind of like upset because people were speeding and flying on Gill Road, and I trim on my Segway, so I actually have to dart out on Gill Road and edge this big curb and come back around. So I was just really just ticked because the traffic was bad and people were flying. So, anyways, pull out there on the Gill Road, and I'm going. These young these young chicks just pull up behind me, okay? And once you're a dad, guys, and you live on a street that's busy, you want to be like the protector. And anyone messes with me, my family, my wife, watch out. And so, anyways, speeding's been really bad on my street and on this street called Gill Road. So I pulled out there the trail. I was going 25, dead nuts 25, just going nice and easy. And these chicks come up behind me, and they actually pass me on Gill Road. And Gill Road, it's like a mini little highway almost. And, it's not wide enough to pass people. So they pass me, and I lay it on them. And luckily, there's a nice traffic light at the end of Gill Road in 8 Mile there. I was going to go east on 8 Mile to get on to Farmington Road, and they were going to go just north straight through Gill Road past 8. So I pulled up right next to them, and I gave it to them nicely. I just basically yelled at them and said, "Slow down. This is 25 residential." And they slowed down. So, well, the deal with that though too is they did slow down because they were stopped, but they had their windows up and they're pretending like they didn't see me. And then when I pulled away, they kind of like were laughing and they just punched through the lights. So I don't talk much to people on the road anymore or really honk, but when you do something that blatant, and I knew who it was, I didn't have to fear them having anything on them. But I generally now, because when you're on the road with a truck and trailer, guys, it's good to watch it. It's just good to see and good to know that people are insane. And I'm not taking my chances with people in the world right now. But praise God that the Lord is our protector, though, too. But man, where's Cameron tonight? He's usually on the stream. I probably should have texted him, but that's okay. And that's where Ben went to. But we finally got some rain, guys. I don't know if where you guys are. No, I mean, we've been talking about the drought, recently, the past couple of live streams, and it's been bad. And even with this rain that we just got, it's probably not going to do much. And so that's okay. It'll just give the grass a little rejuvenation and kind of make it perk up a bit. But we just got to get through. We got to get through the month of September. We got about a week left in September. Monday, Tuesday for our 5 cuts. So I'm getting out of town this weekend. Might actually think about just invoicing people this upcoming weekend. It's going to make really sure and certain. So Greg bills ahead. I bill at the end of each month. I'm thinking this upcoming year, I'm going to change it up here a little bit. And I think I'm going to bill every 3 weeks. It helps with this cash flow and getting things in. You just get more money in the account. Having things go every 4 to 5 weeks, sure, the payday is nice, but you have to wait. And in this business, it's all about cash flow. Man, I'm like trying not to burp. My apologies. It's all about cash flow in the lawn and landscaping industry and business. And I've learned, I clearly don't have everything all figured out. Never claimed that I did. And clearly don't have anything figured out. And I finally realized I got to get a little bit better with the cash flow. Like, things are great, but I'm gonna probably start billing every 3 weeks. How do you guys do it? Greg bills ahead. I've been billing monthly. Man, it's getting a little hot down here in the basement, but it's a good question to ask is how do you guys bill? How do you guys do it? Monthly for me, but as I just talked about, I want to go on to every 3 weeks this upcoming year. And got a deal now where I offer the prepay and kind of the lull the action during the winter. When really nothing's going on. It's mid-January to mid-February is when I offer the prepay. That's why they call it a prepay. You just don't have them pay just before the season starts. I finally fixed that. I mean, you really do have to live and you learn with that, and it seemed to work out. You just give the clients just literally a 1 month window to prepay, and it's got to be during the winter when nothing's going on, and that's really the way to do it, and it works. Years past, I was offering prepay for I think like a month and a half, almost 2 months, and that was just stupid and reckless. So you definitely learn from that. Put up a live stream today, guys. You want to check it out? I did a little mowing video on my Cub Cadet Pro X660. I think it turned out pretty well. I streamed 12 hours ago. It's pretty funny. So yeah, check out that one though. I almost did sell this Cub Cadet mower. I almost did. It was 2 years ago. No, I think it was last year, not this year, but last year. Had a guy was going to sell the Cub Cadet. I think it was just for cash flow, and he had $8,000 in his hand right there. I think the mower at the time had, I think it had 600 or 500 hours on it, and he had $8,000. I told him no because I wanted 8,700, but that was 2 years ago. Holy smokes, time's flying, or maybe that was 3. I'm getting all jumbled with my dates. Almost sold the Cub Cadet. Ended up keeping it. I like it. There's a lot of things I like about it, a lot of things I don't. But it seems to cut way better with mulching blades on than it does the high lift blades. I don't really like how the cut quality with the high lift blades, and that's okay. But the mower stripes well because it stripes well because it has big tires. It has big rear tires and big front caster tires, and that's basically why it's got a good stripe. So I guess Cub Cadet, or is it MTD, or who bought them? Stanley Black & Decker bought Cub Cadet recently. They acquired them, I think, somewhat recently, and so they acquired them recently. And Stanley Black & Decker, they also manufacture I think the DeWalt mowers too. Am I right? I think I'm right about that. Stanley Black & Decker DeWalt mower. I thought they did that. Yeah, Stanley Black & Decker homepage here. DeWalt. It's expanded its outdoor power equipment lineup with several new mowers designed for demanding landscaping tasks. A 28-inch 3-in-1 rear-wheel drive gas. Okay, we don't want that. Give me something a little bit beefier than that. That's terrible. No, they have like these residential. They like these DeWalt mowers. They have residential DeWalt mowers. I thought they did. I'm trying to figure out where it is here. DeWalt mowers. DeWalt mowers. Anyone have any of their power tools? Gas and battery powered walk behind. Okay. No, they actually have riders here. I'm not sure why it's not showing up here. Just walk behind. Does anyone know why it's not like showing up? I'm looking for the DeWalt mowers. I want to look at them, and I'm clearly not finding them. Next generation. I don't want an electric mower either. DeWalt commercial mowers. Commercial mowers. Commercial mowers from DeWalt. Okay, here you go. Well, it's not that commercial. They have a 60-inch 24 horsepower Kawasaki on it. They have a 48-inch 23 horsepower and a 54-inch 24. I'd probably go with the 54-24 because it's got better, engine power to deck ratio, and it'll just process the grass way better. But what are you guys up to tonight? What are you guys doing? I'd love to hear from you. Pop a comment here. I know Ben was chatting on here, or he's still kind of the quasi Turf Nerds producer and kind of back end host of the show. He really makes sure that Greg and I are staying on task and we're organized. Same with Raleigh Spencer. He always gives his honest opinion, and that's really good. But what are you guys up to tonight? What are we doing now as we're ending September? Talked about how we finally got some rain here today. About time. It's not going to do anything though, so that's okay. But some guys are talking about maybe their seasons would be ending really in the next couple weeks. We're going to probably cut. So finish out this week 1. Next week is 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got maybe 7 mows left. Yeah, the temps got to dip though. We could possibly mow into the second week of November. It's not unheard of for the guys up here. These people seem to think that once basically Halloween hits that they don't want their lawns mowed anymore. And I, at the point blank, tell them I'm going to keep mowing it until it's not growing. So because it'll get way too long. I'm not going to have long lawns in the winter, and because that's not good for the grass, because you can actually get snow mold on your lawns. So, but I think that's about does it here. I think I'm going to wrap this up and go watch the rest of the Lions game, guys. But it was good to hear from you guys. Drop a comment here before I get on off here. I've been on here for about 30 minutes. So, what are you guys doing? What's going on? It's always glad to hear from you guys. Well, yeah, Multi-Force cut great today in the wet. It was pretty soaked. I really have been using the baffle setting more on the Multi-Force because it goes from, they have like a wet and then have a mulching and then they have a sun setting, and it actually works. With the sun setting on the Multi-Force, you can literally shoot the grass like almost 6 passes. It's incredible. That's where Toro did get right, was the easy baffle change out there. And I was running some like Exmark, like they're a style of high lift, but they're like the wavy high lifts. They're not like the actual like straight wing high lift. And so I was running those. That was pretty cool. But anyways, love to hear from you guys. You know, always you can shoot an email, turfnerdspodcast@proton.me. I actually read them and try to get back. And we got stickers though too, free stickers. We don't charge anyone for anything. Free stickers. You want a couple free Turf Nerd stickers? Also an email there too. I think might send Ben one here. I think Ben needs a Turf Nerd sticker.
I'm waiting, old man.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna skedaddle here, and we'll see you guys